on the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. This is Warriors Volleyball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen MacDonald here once again, welcoming you in to another exciting season of Warriors Volleyball here in 2025. The Warriors come home for the first time this season as we enter Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference play, and they play host to the Michigan-Dearborn Wolverines. The Warriors come into this one with a 5-3 record. On the other side, Michigan-Dearborn just 2-6 on the young season. So far this season for Rochester Christian, averaging just over 12 kills per set and 11 assists, just north of 11 assists per set. On the other side for Michigan-Dearborn, a bit of a different story so far. The offense a little harder to come by of yet, just 9 kills per set so far this season. But in talking with Warriors head coach Juliana Nash earlier today, said that it's always a good battle when these two teams get together, and we'll have it for you here in just a moment on the other side of this break on the Rochester Christian Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rochester Christian University for tonight's volleyball game featuring the visiting Wolverines from Michigan-Dearborn, your Rochester Christian Warriors. As a reminder, Rochester Christian and the NAI are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. We ask that all players and fans do their part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in tonight's contest. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your caps, and join us in the word of prayer, followed by the plea of our national anthem. Let's pray. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner that by our words and our actions are pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with the respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in the game. Amen. First, the visitors from Michigan-Dearborn. Number 1, Alyssa Evans. Number 3, Navani Shawns. Number 6, Joy Pryor. Number 8, Monty Rotter. Number 10, Marissa Federle. Number 20, Princess Savage. Number 2, Laura Chandler, Villavera. The Wolverines are coached by Eric Stark. And now the starting lineup for your Rochester Christian Warriors. Number 2, Hannah Maynard. Number 3, Natalie Nicemeyer. Number 15, Mackenzie Kiefer. Number 19, Olivia Everett. Number 25, Shantae Hutchins. Number 26, Kendall Zeiger. The winner of number 7, Ashley Horn. The Warriors are coached by Juliana Nash, now in her 3rd season.
Welcome back inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. Warriors and Wolverines just about set for the opening serve of our contest. Some Wednesday night WAC action on hand. Plenty of returning faces to this Warriors team here in 2025, but a couple of the newcomers we will see in the starting lineup for Coach Nash. Hannah Maynard, number 2 in the red, as well as Kendall Zeider, number 26. Had a chance to ask Coach Nash about Zeider specifically and what she's brought to the team so far this season. Leads the team in kills coming into play here tonight, as looks like Mackenzie Kiefer will set back to serve to begin. And just before she gets us started, an errant object finds its way on the floor. That's cleaned up. We're ready to go. The serve is away. As Horn sprawls out, tries to keep this one airborne. Going back to Zeider, Coach Nash said that her experience at the D2 level has really helped this team so far, both on and off the court. Warriors look to get back on this. A little bit easier work that time for Horn, and pay it off on the left side. There is Zeider with the kill. That'll be 61 on the year for her. As quickly checking out goes Maynard. In to serve is Carly Rorath. That serve by Rorath just a bit offline. Warriors came into tonight 43 service errors on the season. That'll be their 44th. Kiefer goes right down the middle, and Everett pounds this one through. Everett, one of the several returners, as we mentioned, top of our broadcast, to this Warriors team, off to a really nice start to this season. That kill will be her 57th. Came into tonight tied for 3rd on the team in that category, as this serve just makes it up and over and does the job from Alana Gray. Gives the Warriors their first lead of the night. Try to come from that left side this time, does the Wolverines. Stuffed right there. Looks like Gray and Everett will sit. On the serve was Marissa Federle. Federle very comfortable against the Warriors a season ago in 2 matches, combined for 25 kills against Rochester Christian. Turning, playing it was Rorath. Turning and dumping it was Kiefer. Try the left side again from the Wolverines. Cross court look, and good for Geisenhaver. First kill for Geisenhaver gives her 54 on the year. Came into tonight just 5th on the team in kills after a solid season a year ago. But anytime a player like Geisenhaver can only sit at 5th on your team in kills, that generally speaks to a much deeper offensive attack for the Warriors, which has been the case so far this season. Under it goes Hawk. Shante Hudgens and company tried to get up for the block, which she, of course, Warriors fans remember back to last season. Shante Hudgens can block her share of shots. She'll go on the offensive here, and my goodness, absolutely lethal from Shante Hudgens. Maynard checks back in. She'll serve. The transfer from Oakland Community College. Come this way for Evans. Hawk wants to set it back this side. And they do say it counts for Courtney Mack. Mack, an outstanding season a year ago, 196 kills for her. In fact, for Mack, a season ago, set several career high marks. The 196 was a career best. Her 1.96 kills per set was a career best. Hawk wants to go left side and down for Kendall Zeider. Second kill for Zeider so far pushes the Warriors' lead to 2. Still on the serve is Maynard. Evans wants that left side again. Horn pushes it to the front. Reaching out, not going to get there. The Crimson Crazies, the Warriors student section just off to our left, still filing in here to Garth Pleasant Arena. As Hudgens with Zeider team up on the left side. One thing about Shante Hudgens is this serve goes into the netting. One thing about Shante Hudgens, she does not make a play quietly, has now made 2 absolutely loud plays here in the first set, of which the Warriors lead by 3. Hawk keeps it alive for Mack. Into the middle, just barely played over that time. Zeider, just a fingertip pushover. They want Mack again. Good cross-court look that time by Mack. Now Hawk for Hudgens. Bit of a misplay there. It goes into the netting. That serve was coming near side. Warriors were able to get on it, and there it is. Put it to the floor. That'll send Ashley Horn back to serve. Going back to her freshman season 2 years ago, had 35 aces. This one comes right on her frame and just ties her up. Laura Chandler to serve for the Wolverines. Hawk keeps it airborne. Go back to the left side for Zeider. Zeider already has 3 kills on the night. Warriors able to tack onto their lead. It was a bad set by Nalani Shans, as Kiefer, who started our match tonight serving, will go back to serve. They'll set it up through Kiefer. Wanted Everett down the middle. And for Mackenzie Kiefer, about as good of a start to a season as you can have after setting a lot of career marks last year in the assist department, is currently on pace to smash those this season. And we'll talk more about that as this game rolls on. Zeider! Kill number 4 already for Kendall Zeider. She led the team in kills with 11 in their season opener. Had 15 in a game against Louisiana Christian. Rorath on the serve for the Warriors. Kiefer to Horn. Geisenhaver tried to put the exclamation point on. Now Kiefer wants Mancona. A service error on the Wolverines. That's just their first of the night. Gray back to serve. Serve came in low. Hudgens gets up and puts it down. When I asked Coach Nash about Shante Hudgens, she simply said she has a major will to win and passion for the sport. She obviously brings such a huge physical presence as we saw there. And Coach Nash says that she has high expectations for Hudgens this season, and that says a lot given the production that she brought to this team a season ago after transferring over from Macomb. We have a timeout called on the floor. We'll stick with it here, middle stages of our opening set. Warriors lead it 17-11. Reset the table here a bit while we have a chance. Kendall Zeider off to a solid start, 4 kills on 7 total attacks. Courtney Mack has added 2. Couple players all with 1. It's Geisenhaver, Everett, and Hudgens. Shante Hudgens also up to 3 total blocks on the night as well. Going back to last season, was 3rd on the team in kills and 1st in blocks. Was the only Warrior, in fact, north of 100 blocks on the season. The next closest player had 48. That was Olivia Everett, excuse me. So again, a lot of returning production from this Warriors team a season ago, and then added a few key pieces to that mix as well. Coming back out of the timeout, it'll be Gray to serve. And just a touch long this time by Gray. The timeout called just a moment ago was by Coach Stark and the Wolverines. They'll have 1 remaining for our opening set. Horn to the front for Mancona. Hudgens pounds it down. That one got the Crimson Crazies on their feet just off to our left. Probably the best turnout from the Crazies since I've been covering Warriors volleyball now in my 3rd season. Horn ducks down, watches this sail by her and out of play. Horn, such a heady player, really since the time she got here to Rochester Christian, now in her junior season. She'll come this way for Mack. And then a misplay by Alyssa Evans. And that'll cause the Wolverines to call their 2nd timeout here in set 1. Warriors lead it 20-12. A string of attack errors by the Wolverines is what's plagued them of late. An attack error on Weber, Goldobin, and Evans the latest. Warriors now closing in on a 1-0 set lead on the night. Take a look at how the Warriors break down record-wise as we move throughout this match. Their record in matches that have gone just 3 sets, they're 3-2 on the year. Their latest win coming last time out against Houston Tillotson, winning 3-0 by scores of 25-8, 25-8, and 25-18. Their record when going to 4 sets is 1-1. As we're back to it out of the timeout, the 2nd and final timeout by the Wolverines. That was somehow kept alive. Excellent individual effort there. Courtney Mack went down with one hand and kept it in air for Shante Hudgens. Hudgens will get the kill from Courtney Mack. Under it goes Chandler. Horn for Mancona. haven't called Mancona's name a ton tonight. But I'm sure as this match rolls on, that will change. Mancona, a really nice season a year ago, 210 kills. Also 36 aces for Haley Mancona a season ago. Mancona will sit. Back to serve looks like Hannah Maynard. Off of the attack error by Alyssa Evans. Under it is Zeider. Diving for it was Rotter. Rotter, number 8 in the blue. The transfer from Mott Community College will sit down. Looks like that was Joy Pryor on the serve. Hudgens went right back at her. That ball played up and off the scoreboard above Garth Pleasant Arena. Pryor goes down to a knee to save that ball, but then unable to keep it going was Chelsea Houghton. Ashley Horn to serve. The Warriors just need a couple. Try it the left side with Houghton one more time. That was deflected. But the Wolverines stick with it. Laura Chandler on the serve. Come this way for Courtney Mack. (24-15). Checking out is Emma Hawk. Hawk sits with 5 assists in this first set. And that will do it for our opening set, 25-15. The Warriors take it to start out their home schedule here in 2025. Also the start of Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference play. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with some stats from that first set of action between the Warriors and the Wolverines. Set 2 on the other side on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Welcome back to Garth Pleasant Arena on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here with you as the Warriors take set one, 25-15. Take a look at a few stats from that first set of action. Kendall Zeider leads everyone on the match with 4 kills so far. Also has 3 digs as well. Courtney Mack and Shante Hudgens with 2 kills apiece. Hudgens also adding 4 total blocks to her tally in that first set. Mackenzie Kiefer with 4 assists in the first. Emma Hawk finishes set 1 with 5 assists. Those two, going back to last season, really complemented each other well. A 1-2 punch, if you will, in terms of setting up their teammates. Kiefer came into tonight with 187 assists already on the year. Just over 6.6 assists per set prior to tonight for Mackenzie Kiefer, and that was something that we talked about earlier. Coach Nash said really put in the work this off season to get better and really elevate her game. Said she's had moments so far this year where she's needed to step up and sort of run the court, and feels like she's done that with, as she said, poise and passion so far with those 4 assists here tonight. Awaiting the start of set 2. Looks like it'll be Laura Chandler to get things started. Taking a look back at the first set for the Wolverines, Alyssa Evans and Abigail Goldobin tied for the team lead with 3 kills apiece. 7 assists for Nalani Shans. The serve is away from Chandler. Geisenhaver, a rocket across. Try the left side, and nothing doing with Monty Rotter. Monty short for Montgomery. Carly Rowraff will serve. Her teammates letting out the row, row, row chants as they say that that ball caught the floor before the Warriors were able to get underneath it. That serve just kind of handcuffing Rowraff there in the back row. Rowraff had an easier time with it this time around. Go back to the left side for Mancona. As Mancona finally gets her fingerprints on this one. First kill of the night for Mancona. Mancona, a season ago, so consistent for this Warriors team, had 8 matches of 10 kills or better, including 1 against these Wolverines. And so far this season for Mancona has led the team in kills on 3 separate occasions through 8 matches. Rotter serves. Geisenhaver wants to try the right side. Geisenhaver sits after that last play. Horn for Mancona. Wolverines able to get on it. To the back for Rorath. Then Hudgens. Set it back this way for Federle. Shans sets it up. Couple Warriors converge there, one of which was Ashley Horn. And that's blocked out. Goldobin last on it for the Wolverines. Excellent try that time by Emma Hawk trying to keep that ball up. Unable to do so. Federle on the serve. Ace for Federle. She sets back again and do it again. Quick 4-0 run for the Michigan-Dearborn Wolverines. A kill by Goldobin, a kill by Savage, and then a couple aces by Federle. Hudgens punches this one over. And that'll end the 4-0 run. Give the assist there to Hawk. For Hudgens, that's kill number 4. That ties her with Zeider. For Hawk, that's assist number 7. Putting her one ahead of Kiefer with 6. Hawk wanted to set it up again. Shans will serve. She's done her damage in the assist department tonight. Already up to 11 assists. She'll set it up left side. Was going in the direction of Goldobin. Goldobin trying one more time. And doesn't find it that time either. Couple misplays by Goldobin. Gets the Warriors back to within 1. Hawk wants Everett. That was stuffed right at the net. Maynard under it to the front. Looks like that was Zeider for the Warriors. And then Courtney Mack unable to catch up to it at the very end. Zeider tries to go along that back line. Attack error charged to Zeider. Wolverines by 3 after the Warriors took set 1, 25-15. If you're just joining us here on the RC Sports Network. It'll be a swapping of the setters for the Warriors. Out goes Hawk. In comes Kiefer. She serves. Kiefer's under it for Zeider. And that ball is not coming back into the stands on the far side. Up and over the Wolverines bench. Kill for Zeider is number 6. The assist for Kiefer makes it 7. That 7th ties her with Hawk, who just checked out. Couple Wolverines with 4 kills apiece. It's Evans and Goldobin. An ace for Laura Chandler. Kiefer for Everett. The ricochet comes across. Right side looking for Evans, and that's returned. Give the block to Everett and Zeider as they team up. That block is the 6th by the Warriors tonight. Warriors have done well in the blocking department so far this year. Just over 2 per set coming into play tonight. As mentioned already, up to 6 on the evening. That cross-court look, believe that was by Geisenhaver. Wolverines by 4. On the serve is Evans. Horn for Mancona, and down. Second kill for Mancona. That'll send Gray back to serve. Geisenhaver. Sean sets it up. Mancona just punched it over with the left hand. Warriors watch that one go out on the far side. Monty Rotter on the serve. Hudgens, did she get the corner? No. It was close, just couldn't hug it inside that far corner right in front of the official. An ace for the Wolverines. makes it 17-11, a timeout called by the Warriors. We'll take the quick timeout with them, be back in 60 seconds on your home for Warriors Volleyball. A quick 3-0 run by the Wolverines has now doubled their lead out to 17-11. It was a kill by Federley, an attack error charged on Hudgens, and then an ace by Monty Rotter sent us to the timeout by Coach Nash and the Warriors. Rotter backtracks for it. Kiefer wants Mancona. Shans sets it up on the swing. Warriors able to get one out of the timeout. Looks like Kiefer and Geisenhaver check out. Coach Stark on the other side for the Wolverines had a quick chat with his squad. That last tally a moment ago for the Warriors was a kill by Zeider. That's number 7 for her tonight as Hudgens comes in and cleans it up. That'll be the 5th kill for Hudgens to go with 4 total blocks. Hudgens got a fingertip on that. An attack error on Princess Savage. Student section to our left letting her know about it. Looks like Laura Chandler having a quick word with our official. As it stands, it's the Wolverines by 4. If this does stand, it'll be Maynard to serve for the Warriors. Looks like Ashley Horn has now joined the conversation with our 2 officials and Laura Chandler. But again, as it stands, the original call was an attack error on Savage, makes it 18-14 Wolverines. Conversation concluded. They took the point off the board for the Warriors, so it was 18-13 on the serve by Maynard. But after all that, didn't matter much. Warriors get the point right back. So now it's 18-14. Left side drive by Goldobin. Hudgens tried to power it down the middle. She's made some really loud plays here so far tonight, but also a couple misses as well. Zeider with a try, that doesn't go either. And with the lead now out to 7, 21-14 in favor of the Wolverines. The Warriors will call their second timeout of our second set. While we have a moment to catch our breath, reset the stats a bit, and then take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Warriors. Zeider, despite that last miss, has 7 kills to lead the match. Shante Hudgens has 5 plus 4 blocks. Geisenhaver, Mack, and Mancona each have 2 kills. In the assist department, Hawk and Kiefer, as you would expect, are tied with 8 apiece. On the other side for the Wolverines, Federle has 5 kills along with Goldobin, who just added 1 to her total. Alyssa Evans has 4, and Nalani Shans has 13 assists. And quickly, as we make our way out of the timeout called by the Warriors, a look at their upcoming schedule. A few out-of-town games in WAC play. They'll be at Madonna a week from now, and then next Friday the 12th at Lawrence Tech. Horn for Hawk. Hudgens tried to play it over. Wolverines looking to close out our second set and level the match at 1 aside. Line drive serve. Looks like Sean's on the serve. Zeider powers it over. Hudgens goes up. Coach Nash, in talking about Shante Hudgens, talks about the energy and the confidence and the passion that she plays with. When she goes up like that in front of the net, she goes up with a lot of confidence, a lot of aggression. We'll see which way this goes. They say give it to the Warriors. See if Evans can hold this one in, and she does. Hawk into the middle, just touched up and over. Looks like Everett on the finishing end. (23-17). The Warriors not going away quietly here in the second set. That kill does go to Everett thanks to Emma Hawk. The kill for Everett, her second. And now this quick run by the Warriors results in a Wolverines timeout on the floor. So the Warriors out of timeouts here in the second set. The Wolverines use their first. The run right now for Rochester Christian aided a bit by the Wolverines. An attack error by Rotter and Goldobin, a kill by Everett, and then an ace by Horn. Coach Stark has seen enough. He'll call time. We are ready to go after the timeout by the Wolverines. It'll be Horn to continue on the serving duty. Shans to the left for Evans, able to keep that up, but then some miscommunication by Alyssa Evans, and Monty Rotter makes it 23-19, and the run continues for Rochester Christian. Horn serves it up, deflected. Good job that time by Chandler to call off her mates. (24-19) and a chance to level the match at one apiece on the serve of Joy Pryor. Pryor, a transfer from Concordia Ann Arbor. Hawk wants Mack. Strong attack cross court. Going for Mack again. Into the corner, and it's down. The Warriors, with an opportunity, send Kiefer back in. She'll serve. Zeider able to get it over. The Warriors make it interesting here in the late stages of our second set, but the Wolverines able to withstand it and take set two 25-20 and level the match at one set apiece. We'll take a timeout, come back for the third set between the Warriors and the Wolverines next on the RC Sports Network. all square at one set apiece between the Warriors and the Wolverines here on a Wednesday night in WAC play. Warriors took the opening set 25-15, and just there in set two, if you're just joining us, Wolverines bounced back 25-20. Warriors made it interesting though. Michigan-Dearborn able to get out of it. Kendall Zeider still leads everyone, now up to 8 kills on the night. Shante Hudgens has 5 plus 5 blocks. Warriors as a team have totaled 7 blocks tonight. Emma Hawk has a team-high 10 assists. Mackenzie Kiefer, though, not far behind with 8. On the other side for Michigan-Dearborn, Goldobin with 7 kills, Federle with 5, Alyssa Evans with 4 kills. Mackenzie Kiefer starts out the third set with an ace. Try the right side this time with Michigan-Dearborn. Olivia Everett saying none of that. Going back to that block by Everett. Zeider was there as well. Kiefer for Everett. And you could hear that attack from all the way up here. And then the aftermath from the students just to our left. The kill for Everett. That'll be her third. Rotter into the netting. Attack error for Rotter. That'll be her 5th error on the night. Everett got up again for it, this time teaming up with Mancona. Mentioned towards the top of our broadcast, which came at about 7 p.m. Eastern time, Olivia Everett off to a really solid start to this 2025 season. Now starting to settle in a bit here in the third set. Kiefer for Mancona, puts a charge into it, comes all the way back over to her. Just shows you the power that a player like Mancona plays with. That attack came all the way back to her that time. Kiefer wants to go back in her direction. Try to go cross court with it. Horn and Everett will sit. Alana Gray comes in, she'll serve. Gray does have an ace and a service error tonight. All clear on this one. Turning, playing it was Rowraff. Keeping it alive was Kiefer. Kiefer one more time. Now Chandler wants Goldobin. Row ref for Mancona. Picked out well by Chandler. Geisenhaver has it blocked. Blocked by Federle and Goldobin. Wolverines not a team so far this season that have blocked too many shots coming into this one. In fact, that block a moment ago, just their third on the night. On the opposite side for the Warriors, they have 9. Hannah Rodis comes in and she'll serve, appearing in her 5th match on the season. Rodis plays this one into the netting. A season ago, Hannah Rodis 100 assists on the year in 20 matches played. Was kind of buried at that setter position behind the likes of Kiefer and Emma Hawk, but still able to make an impact at just under 3 assists per set a season ago. She'll get under it here for Shante Hudgens. Try it again, this time for Mancona. And once more into that far back corner, just a bit offline. Looks like that was Alyssa Swanson who's checked in as well. Coach Nash going a bit deeper into her bench here. Rodis wants Hudgens. And again, Shante Hudgens just never one to take anything off her attacks. Just goes full force at all times. But as we talked about earlier, that's one of the things that Coach Nash really loves about 25 in red. Warriors go back up by 1. Couple substitutions for Rochester Christian. One of which is Hannah Maynard, who will serve. Mancona will sit. A great crowd on hand for this match between the Wolverines and the Warriors. Also in attendance for this match, as that's a blast by Zeider. One notable attendee to this game tonight is former Warriors Sports Information Director Hussein Murray, sitting just across the way from us here. Was good to catch up with him between our second and third sets just a few moments ago. And now joining the Crimson Crazies, looks like members of the women's basketball team here at Rochester Christian, as the Warriors go back up by 1. Horn pops it up for Kiefer, wants to go for Zeider. Zeider has had a stellar night so far. 9 kills for Zyder. Has also assisted on 4 blocks tonight. Kiefer to serve. Frustrated with herself there as that one goes straight into the net. Kiefer wants to play it to the front for Everett. So Kiefer, after the service error, makes up for it on the assist to Everett, who gets the kill. For Everett, that's kill number 4. And Kiefer still tied with Emma Hawk in assists. They each have 10. That last point, a kill by Monty Rotter. Rotter has 3 kills now. Too strong that time by Mancona, levels us at 13. Kiefer turns and sets it for Geisenhaver. Kiefer one more time on that connection. Try the left side this time with Mancona, and third time's the charm. Kiefer kept trying to set it up there for Geisenhaver. Goes to the left side for Mancona, who puts the exclamation point on, gets the Warriors the lead back by 1, 14-13, and Gray will serve. Geisenhaver over to Mancona. Turning, looking, and watching it go out. Warriors have certainly at times in this match been able to capitalize off of some Wolverines' mistakes. Wolverines had 11 errors back in the first set, had 7 in the second, and already up to 7 here in the third. Gray and Everett will sit. Horn all the way over for Mancona. On the service, Federley. Princess Savage right there at the net front just tried to turn and play that ball off into the near corner as there was nobody there on the right side for the Warriors, just unable to hold it in. Makes it 16-15 Warriors, but not for long. Off the serve by Rodis. That sends back Nalani Shans to serve. She's done well tonight, but in the assist department, 17 assists so far tonight. Rodis for Swanson with some power. Rodis and Swanson, didn't see them in the first set, but they've come on of late into the lineup tonight. Always good if you're Coach Nash to maybe dig a little deeper into your bench if and when needed, and they've done that here tonight with Rodis and Swanson. Hudgens and Zeiter tried to sky for that ball, unable to keep it in. But they've been successful more often than not. Zeiter 4 total blocks, and Hudgens leading the squad with 5 total blocks. Everett, though, right along for the ride, has 4 total blocks. Wolverines get the lead by 1, 19-18, and that prompts a timeout called by Rochester Christian. We'll take the timeout too, be back in 60 seconds on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Out of the timeout called by Rochester Christian, Shante Hudgens will sit. Horn will serve. Try the left side. And a touch long by Monty Rotter. Backing up for it was Chandler, converged with Joy Pryor. It's 21-19 Warriors. And that'll be a timeout called by the Wolverines. So now each side has burned one of their 2 timeouts here in the last few minutes. We'll stick with it here inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. We've talked a lot at times about the blocking of this Warriors team tonight, and rightfully so. They have 9 on the night, but they've also done a good job of keeping the mistakes to a relative minimum. Had just 4 errors in the first set, which they won 25-15. They had 6 in the second set, and so far, with just a couple points left to play for here in the third, have 5. As a team, Rochester Christian 23 assists to 18 for Michigan-Dearborn. Rodis plays this one up and over, diving for it, but unable to come up with it was Maynard. On the serve is Chandler. Rodis for Zader. Warriors by 1. Kiefer to serve. Kiefer will have to lay out for that ball and does. Kendall Zeider says, "How you doing?" Absolutely lethal attack. Makes it 23-21, and that'll be the second timeout called by the Wolverines. They are out of timeouts here in the third. Give the assist there to Ashley Horn. Zeider, 10th kill on the match for her. Currently sits second overall to Goldobin, who has 11. That assist for Horn, her second of the night. Hannah Rodis, who we've seen at spots throughout the night, has 4 assists, but it's Kiefer and Hawk who are leading the way with 11 and 10 respectively, as that makes it 24-21 Warriors looking to shut the door on our third set and take a 2-1 lead on the night. Looks like a quick substitution will be made on the Wolverines side. Houghton will sit. Kiefer back on the serve. Warriors need one more, and there it is. 25-21, the Warriors take set 3. We will take a break and come back for the fourth, as the Warriors have a chance to close up shop from Garth Pleasant Arena. We'll take the quick timeout, come back for the fourth on the other side on the RC Sports Network. Rochester Christian took the third set 25-21. They reclaimed the lead on the match 2-1 as they bookend a 25-20 second set win by the Wolverines after the Warriors took the opening set 25-15. Goldobin still leads the match with kills with 11. Kendall Zeider not far behind with 10. Nalani Shans has 20 assists for the Wolverines tonight. On the other side, as it was all of last year, a duo of Kiefer and Hawk have combined for 21. Add in 4 more by Hannah Rodis. Ashley Horn has 2 assists as well. As a team, Rochester Christian with 10 blocks on the night. Zeider, Hudgens, and Everett have time and time again been a part of the blocking for the Warriors tonight. Zeider, 4 total blocks, Hudgens, 5 total blocks, and Everett with 5 total as well. Fourth set is a go. Playing it forward was Hannah Maynard. Zeider with the try. Zeider gets the kill from Kiefer. Kill number 11 for Zeider, assist number 12 for Kiefer. She's hunting for another, sets up Mancona that time. That ball was stopped right in the front by Everett. Kiefer to the right side for Geisenhaver. Number 4 for Geisenhaver, 13th assist for Kiefer. Kiefer got the season started out hot, had 21 assists in the season opening sweep of West Virginia Tech. Shante Hudgens tried to float one across. As we play on in set 4, the Warriors so far this year through 8 matches are 1-1 in matches that have gone final after 4 sets. They picked up a 3-1 win over Louisiana Christian. And then just a couple matches ago, fell 3-1 to Lindsey Wilson. Also have a match that went 5. as there's another error against the Wolverines. Won 3-2 against Rio Grande, a team receiving votes in the national poll. And that was one thing, talking with Coach Nash before the game tonight, said she felt like their non-conference schedule really set them up nicely to get into conference play, as Hudgens pops this one up for Horn. Mancona gets it over. Horn diving for it, unable to come up with it. Warriors did play in that non-conference, 2 teams receiving votes in the national poll. They went 1-1 in those matchups. Mancona had it returned. Rodis wants to come this way for Swanson. Zeider and Maynard come in. Roraff and Mancona sit. And we've seen really from the beginning of our contest just the balance and depth that this Warriors team has this season, with several returning players that they've had on this team the last couple of years, and a few new faces as well, 2 of those being Zeider and Maynard. Hudgens lobs it over the top. Left side try from Goldobin. They'll go back that direction one more time. Rodis for Zeider. Coach Nash looks on, having a quick word with student assistant Audrey Soares. Soares had a fantastic season with Rochester Christian a season ago. Wolverines by 2. Rochester Christian gets one back. Kill for Zeider. Give the assist to Rodis. For Zeider, that's number 12 tonight. And the 5th assist for Rodis. Savage kept it airborne. And her teammates do the rest. Serving is Pryor. Horn had to get it over. Had plenty on it. Wolverines so far in the 4th, able to capitalize on a couple of mistakes by Rochester Christian, but still the Warriors within 2. Try the right side with Evans. Evans has had a solid night tonight. 6 kills, 7 digs. Also a couple blocks as well. Rotter with a missile. Geisenhaver tries to send it back across. Laura Chandler on the serve. Chandler picks up a service error. That'll be her second. Also has an ace up her sleeve as well. Shans for Rotter. Evans serve. Mancona with a charge. Rotter over. Kiefer wants Everett too strong. It's 14-9. Coach Nash calls time. We'll keep it here inside the arena. Reset the stats while we have a moment. Again, Wolverines here in the fourth, capitalizing on some Rochester Christian errors. They already have 6 errors in this fourth set. Had 4 back in the first, 6 in the second set, and 9 there in the third, despite winning the third 25-21. Blocks have been a big story here tonight for Rochester Christian. They've tallied 11. Shante Hudgens has been a big part of that. 6 total blocks. Olivia Everett, 5 total blocks, assisting on 4 of those 5. Zeider, along with her 12 kills, has assisted on 4 blocks as well. But it's the Wolverines by 5 here in the fourth. Kiefer for Everett. And she found the range that time, was too long before the timeout, comes out of the timeout and tags it to the floor. Kill for Everett, assist for Kiefer. Good response that time by Michigan-Dearborn. Pryor will sit. Back to serve is Rotter. Rotter does have an ace tonight. Hudgens lays that one across. Then just punches it straight up. They'll try to go back to the left side for Goldobin. Goldobin has been strong so far tonight. 13 kills to lead her squad. In fact, for Goldobin, has more kills than the next 2 combined, but Federle changes that with her 7th. Federle now with 7, Evans with 6, and Rotter with 6. Makes it 16-10 Wolverines. Rotter again on the serve. Hudgens able to put a stop to the run. give Hudgens the kill from Kiefer. And then the middle for the Warriors, able to get up. Blocked by Mancona and Hudgens. Saw it back in the second set. Warriors down, but kind of hanging around at the moment as this one's played into the netting by Shans. Shans has done well assisting her team tonight. 29 assists, but that time tried to just do it herself right at the front. And then again, some miscommunication by the Wolverines goes to the benefit of Rochester Christian. That brings it back to within 3, and a timeout called by the Wolverines. So both sides have burned a timeout here in the fourth. And again, Rochester Christian kind of hanging around right now in this fourth set. Mentioned the 29 assists for Shans. Came in heavily leading her team in that category. Came into tonight accounting for 84% of her team's assists. And so far she has 29. Laura Chandler has 2, and that's it. But the Wolverines lead at 17-14 here in the fourth. Warriors lead the match 2-1. Geisenhaver steps in for that ball. Hudgens gets it to the back. Kiefer wants to come to the left side for Mancona. And just like that, the Warriors back to within 2. Geisenhaver will serve. Shans right at the net. And right on cue, Shante Hudgens got a hand up there at the last second. Shans, left side played into the netting by Goldobin, and just like that, we're level at 17. And with that, the second and final timeout of this fourth set, called by Coach Stark and the Wolverines. We will keep you here Warriors benefiting from some errors by the Wolverines. It was a kill by Shante Hudgens that really got the run started. At the time, made it 17-11. And then a string of attack errors by the Wolverines got things within range for Rochester Christian. And that run has continued to level us at 17. Out of the timeout once more, it'll be Geisenhaver to serve. Laying out for it was Roraf. Mancona plays it across. Kiefer. Over to Mancona. Deflected on the attack by Goldobin. Spinning ball straight up in the air for Kiefer, touched over by the Warriors and Mancona. This one's right at the front, and Shante Hudgens says hello. What a rally, capped off by the Warriors, and Shante Hudgens gives Rochester Christian back the lead by 1. Hudgens, after that last point, just a simple head nod from her. That's about as calm as you will see her out on the floor. They'll swing it over to her. And you could tell, looking just off to our left, the Crimson Crazies were getting ready to unleash if that last point went the way of the Warriors. Kiefer was able to play that ball right at the net. That was deflected by Hudgens. Looks like Kiefer was there as well. Hudgens one more time. To the back it goes for Roraff. This way for Mancona, to the floor. It's 20-17. The Wolverines are out of timeouts the rest of the set. So Coach Stark, looking on, has to hope that his team can survive this run by the Warriors and live to see a 5th set. Mancona plays this one up the line. Roraff picks it out. This way to Mancona. Shans wants to set it up, and that's rejected. My, oh my, the block by Mancona with some help from who else but Shante Hudgens makes it 21-17. Coming all the way over this way with Shans, and Hudgens, how do you do? Fifteenth block on the night for the Warriors. For Shante Hudgens, that's 10. They'll look to her direction again, but this time played into the netting. As Federle steps back to serve, Kiefer and Geisenhaver check out. Looks like Swanson, one of the subs, in. Rodis checked in as well and sets up the kill. She assisted the kill by Mancona. For Mancona, that's number 6. The assist for Rodis, number 6 as well. Serving is Maynard. A blast that time from Houghton. Wolverines clinging to life, and that won't help their cause. 24-18. The Crimson Crazies are ready to blow the roof off of Garth Pleasant Arena on this serve by Hannah Maynard. Checking out is the freshman Tony Colson. Serving is Shans. This way, Zeider, the winner! 25-19 is your final in the fourth. The Warriors win the match 3-1. They take the first set 25-15. Michigan-Dearborn picked up their lone win of the night in set 2, 25-20. The Warriors bounce back in sets 3 and 4, 25-21 and 25-19 to pick up the win. Some final stats from this one before we sign off from Garth Pleasant Arena. Zyder gets the kill to put the capper on, give the assist to Hannah Rodis on that final play. Zyder finishes with 14 kills and 4 total blocks. Shante Hudgens allowed 8 kills and 10 total blocks. Haley Mancona finishes with 6 kills and 4 total blocks. Mackenzie Kiefer really elevated her game late in the match, finishes with 18 assists. Emma Hawk finishes with 10. And on the other side for Michigan-Dearborn in the loss, it was Goldobin with 14 kills. Marissa Federle finishes with 7. Nalani Shans finishes the match with 30 assists, but it was not enough on this Wednesday night in WAC play. So for SID Andrew Ripke, I'm Stephen MacDonald saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time is the Warriors 3 and the Wolverines 1. This has been a presentation of the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Good night, everyone.